Hey, what's going on guys? It's Irfan here for Virtual Gams. And welcome back to another video tutorial of DBMS interviews questions. So in today's video, I'm gonna provide you a dozen of interview questions based on DBMS. So if you go through all the questions, you are gonna definitely crack your interviews if there are any questions related to DBMS. So yeah, let's start the video without any further delay. So the first question is DBMS versus RDBMS. So you have to explain a difference between DBMS and RDBMS. Before explaining the difference, you have to tell the definition of DBMS and RDBMS. So basically, DBMS is a database management system, like a software through which we can create, manage, truncate, delete tables as well as databases. RDBMS is similar to DBMS, but the difference is that RDBMS is a relational database management system. In this, we are storing all the data in the form of table. So for detailed answer, I'm going to provide you a PDF. For that PDF, you have to watch this video till the end. So just go through the question number 2. The question number 2 is define database. So database is what? So database is a collection of interrelated data in which we can perform many type of operations in an efficient manner. So again, for detailed answer, you have to go through the PDF which I have provided. So let's go to the question number 3. The question number 3 is file system versus DBMS. So you have to explain what the file system is, what the DBMS is, and what the difference between that. So file system is like a file explorer of your computer. In a file explorer, all the files, all the things are not managed or arranged properly until or unless you arrange. But in DBMS, all the files, all the data are arranged in some sequence. So that's a basic difference. And another various type of difference is also are there, like data redundancy, security difference. So for detailed answer, you have to go through the PDF. Again, the next one is DBMS languages. So there are many DBMS languages, which is DDL, data definition language, DML, data manipulation language, DCL, data control language, and the last one is TCL, transaction control language. So basically in DDL, what we are doing a create operation, we are doing a alter, drop, truncate and a rename. This type of operation we are doing in DDL. In DML, what type of operation we are doing? We are doing operations like select, update, insert, delete. In DCL, what type of operation we are doing? Like grant and revoke. And finally, in transaction control language, what type of operation we are doing? We are doing commit, rollback and save point. So yeah, for detailed answer, you have to go through the PDF. So let's go to the question number 5. The question number 5 is ACID property. This property is very much important property for the DBMS part, for the transaction, basically a transaction portion. And again, I will tell you that this question is very much important question for the interviews. So what the ACID property is? A for atomicity, C for consistency, I for isolation, and D for durability. So I'm going to provide you a short description about that. Atomicity is what? If you are doing any transaction, so what happens is transaction may become successful or may be failed. May successful or may be failed. Not between that, not in the waiting condition. So that's the atomicity means. A transaction must be successful or must be failed, not in between position of these two. What the consistency means, if a money get reduced or deducted from your account, then that money will be added to those person account who were receiving money from your account. So this is consistency means. Isolation is what? You are sending money from your bank, which is say HDFC bank, to your friend's account, and again another customer of HDFC bank sending a money to his friend. So what happens is your transaction doesn't depend on that person transaction. This is what a isolation means. Durability is what? The transaction which you done are durable for a long time. Let's suppose you have a 500 rupee and your friend has 400 rupee. So if you send money from your account to your friend account, then your money becomes 400 and his money becomes 500. And after 1 year, if there are no transaction happening, then the account balance will remain same. That's the durability means. So let's go to the question number 6. The question number 6 is normalization. So what the normalization is? Normalization is a technique to reduce or to remove duplicacy from a table. And there are many type of normal forms are also available. You have to go through all the normal forms, like first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, and so on. So just go through all the normal forms in detail, and for that you have to go through the PDF which I have provided. The question number 7 is types of keys. So you have to understand all the type of keys, basic definition of keys, like there are primary key, candidate key, and so on and so forth. So you have to go through all the types of keys. Let's go to the question number 8. The question number 8 is architecture of DBMS. This is also important question. There are basically two types of architecture, the second tier architecture and the third tier architecture. So basically what the second tier architecture is, if you are going to a counter for a train ticket, then you are directly interacting with that person who have access to the database. So that is two-tier architecture. And if you are booking a ticket through a IRCTC app, then this is an example of three-tier architecture, because you are a user and there is some database, and between that another thing come which is a IRCTC app. So through IRCTC app you can access only those type of data which we are willing to access, not all the data. So this is basically a safe architecture of DBMS. So nowadays many of the people are switching to the third tier architecture. So for detailed answer you have to go through the PDF again. Let's go to the question number 9. The question number 9 is constraint in SQL. This is the question basically from SQL, which is a part of DBMS. So basically what are the constraints are in SQL is not null, check, default, unique, index, primary key, foreign key. These are the constraints of SQL. So for all the detailed answer you have to go through the PDF which I have provided, and for that PDF you have to watch the video till the end. So let's go to the question number 10. The question number 10 is join and types. This is also a very much important question for the interviews. And again I am saying all the questions are very much important question for the interviews of DBMS. And if you want a detailed answer of each and every question through a video, so just comment in the comment section. If you want an interview question on some other subject, just comment on the comment section. And also I have created a many interview experience videos, so just go through it. That's really a very amazing and very informative. So yeah, let's talk about join and its type. So join is the concept through which we are joining two or more tables together. There are many types of joins are there, like self join, inner join, outer join, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's go to the question number 11. Question number 11 is query and type. So basically what the query is, like take an example of IRCTC app. If you want a data of a particular train, what we are doing is we are writing the name of that particular train and just click on the search button. Then what happens is all the data regarding that train are visible to you. So you are thinking this is not a rocket science, but yeah, this is a rocket science. What happens behind the scene is you have written a particular name of the train. What you have typed are converted into the query, and the query is sent by that application to the DBMS, to the database, and what happens is database are going to perform that query, and what the data basically app wanted are revert back to the app, and again the app are going to show you a table in the form of some GUI, graphical user interface. That's what query is. There are many type of queries also, subquery, nested query, so you have to go through all the queries and its type. So yeah, let's move on to the question number 12. The question number 12 is commit and CP. So what the commit and CP is? Commit means if you have done any type of transaction, any type of operation, you have to run a commit command for saving that particular thing for a long term. And again, the CP is a checkpoint. So what happens is, in databases, we want to create a checkpoint throughout our work. Checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, checkpoint 3. So what the importance of the checkpoint is, let's suppose we have started a coding for some application. After the completion of day 1, we have created a checkpoint 1. After the completion of day 2, we have created a checkpoint 2. And in day 3 period, what happens is some system failure happens. So yeah, so what happens is we are going to lose each and everything which I have created from day 1. No, we are going to lose only that portion of things which I have created in day 3, because after the end of day 2 we have created a checkpoint. So up to the day 2, all the tasks I have performed are saved, and after day 2 all the tasks I have performed are not being saved. That's why this portion are get deleted or get lost. But up to the checkpoint number 2, all the datas are remain safe. So from that checkpoint I can again start my work, and so on and so forth. So yeah, all the questions are wrapped up in a PDF which are provided by the InterviewBit. So yeah, this is not a promotion video. Why I have provided the PDF of InterviewBit? Because the PDF of InterviewBit is very important and very interesting to learn this type of questions. And again, on that PDF there are many type of questions, and there are many questions, but these are some important questions which I have listed here. I have provided the link of that PDF in the description box of this video, and also the link of all the interview experience in the description box of this video. And yeah, if you want interview questions on some another subject, please comment in the comment section below. So yeah, that's it for this video guys. If you gain some knowledge from this video, please like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel, because subscriber is very much important. So yeah, I am wrapping this video over here, and we will meet next time.